Right, here we've got a V55 form. But before I tell you about that, last year I was in Spain and I bought a Dnepr motorcycle. KMZ K750 1967. Bought it from Spain. I happened to have my van with me and I brought it back with me when I came back. Came through Dover, went straight through the customs, no hassle whatsoever, didn't declare it because I knew that I had 14 days to get onto the customs service, which I did. Went online, filled it all out, put all the relevant information onto the internet. Next day, received an email saying don't have to pay any customs, everything's good. And I got my Nova through within 24 hours, so there was no problems whatsoever. That was good. So what I had to do was get on to Swansea. So I got a V55 sorry, from the post office, and I filled it in. Everything on these two sheets here, that one and this one, is all I wrote down. So take a notice of all the things because you don't have to fill all those out. Just the ones that I've highlighted. I printed it off, put it slightly out of focus, and I've raised the black text so you can actually see where I filled it in. The registration obviously is not mine, I've just made that one up. Because mine's a 1967 one, I don't have to pay tax, so it's a classic one, so I put classic free. Tax I want is 12 months. In the section where it says there, it says tax payable, I put naught. Then where it says manufacturer, I put Dnepr. Make, KMZ. Model, K750M. Type of body, motorcycle. Wheel span 2. Colour, grey. Type, I put 4-stroke side valve. Length of the motorcycle, 2,400, which you can see there. Unladen weight, in the book it says 210, so put 210 in there. Underneath that it says number of seats, because you're not doing the sidecar, you're only doing the bike. Remember, don't say you've got a sidecar, make sure you just say it's a bike. So you put 2 wheels in there. And then that's it then. Go to the top, write in where you put the country you bought it from. I put Spain, but you're not going to put that. Then underneath you'll put fuel type, petrol. Underneath that you've got the chassis number. I've just put 5/8 and 5/8 for the engine number, so take no notice of them. This is what you should write. Cylinder capacity, if it's the same as mine, 746. Underneath you've got wheelbase, which is 1,450. That's for my bike. If you've got a different model, you're going to amend this. So don't just copy what I've done, but all this information, this is everything on this table, I'm going to show you in a second, is what I put in an envelope to send to Swansea. Every single thing, nothing's changed, it's identical. This is the actual stuff. Apart from these 2 forms, which I printed off. Everything here, which I've copied out and blanked the numbers off, is what I sent. I went a bit over the top, but I got my registration back within 14 days. No problem, no issues, nothing at all. So anyway, we've got this side, so we've got the petrol, chassis frame number, which is the same because I have the engine, frame, exactly the same numbers, no difference. So you've got that bit. Then I just put down there, year of manufacturer, 1967, and that's all you've got to do. Then you go over to the other sheet of paper. So let me just get that up for you. Fill in this. Tick in Mr, Mrs, whatever, write down your information all the way through, date of birth, put that on. Then you've just got to put in your telephone number, email address or whatever it is you want to. I put there because it's a 1967 motorcycle and it's tax exempt, I just wrote vintage motorcycle. I haven't done this before, so I just thought that's what I should write. So I wrote that down, vintage motorcycle. In my little red book, which I'll show you in a minute, which you get with your Dnepr, always make sure you get the little red book. That's the stamps. It's like the logbook that we used to have in this country, but they give you a little red book and it has stamps in. I'll show you some pictures of it in a bit because I blow it up onto A4 sheet of paper to show you. And it's very important you get the old registration number as well. That's a big deal, that. I'll show you the picture of mine. I blotted the numbers out, but I actually blew everything I sent him in full colour, glossy paper, to DVLA so that they didn't have to mess around looking through bits. Everything was there for them to see. I'll show you in a minute. So I wrote there, first registered 1967. Then the mileage, I just put 5/8 there, 6/8. You just write in whatever it is that you've got on your speedometer. Sign it and send it off with £55, and that's it. That's all you've got to do on that farm to register your Dnepr. That's all you've got to do, nothing else. But send this other stuff. Why would you not send it if you can print it off? There's the VIN plate. The VIN plate, I blotted the number off, see look. 750M 1967, I blotted my frame number off. But that's, I just took the picture, sent it to him. Why have them marling around looking for stuff? The little red book that you should get when you get a bike. These are all the pages that was in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just blew them up on A4 sheet of paper, sent them all off to them. Just so they could see it. They might not be able to understand what it says, but on the top of one of the pages, it has the chassis number and it has the engine number. It corresponds. And because I actually brought it back through Dover, I had the ferry ticket. So I thought, well, that's proof of another thing that I said, I bought the bike in Spain. There's the ferry ticket with the dates on. All corresponds 2 days before I bought the bike. So I sent the ferry ticket with them on the sheet of paper. There's the engine number. I blotted the numbers out apart from the last one. Send them everything. Go over the top and send it all. You don't have to, but why would you not? There's the chassis number. There's the frame number. The frame number is located on the back of your frame over the rear shock absorber on the left hand side. Rub it down, take a photo of the number, send it to him. Why would you not? Old registration plate. Numbers, 3 letters on the bottom. Take a picture, send it to him. Send them everything. Go over the top. There you go. There's a mugshot of yours truly. That's me. So there's, you've got to send a driving license. You have to send 3 forms of ID. You have to send it to him. You just need that, right? So you've got to send driving license, 3 forms of ID. I just 3 forms of ID. So you've got your driving license. Somebody said to me you've got to send 3 passports. So I just did 3 passports. There it all is. 3 A4 sheets of paper. So that was that bit. On here, you've also got to send them a bank statement. Make sure you send them a bank statement. I've not printed that one off. But anyway, you can do that yourself. Get a bank statement, fill it out. There it is. That's the one I've got. Right. Anyway, print off a bank statement, send it with this paperwork. You have to send those 3 things, so make sure you go over. Also, at the end of this video, these 2 forms that you've got, I put a link onto a website that I'm actually documenting my build on my bike, taking it all apart, putting it back. So these 2 forms, you can blow them up on the website, click on them, save them, look at what they are, because it's quite hard to see what I've done. But these are the 2 sheets. Everything you see on here, and there's nothing there. All I've actually done is fill those bits of information on, and that was it. Make sure you sign it. So you send as much documentation if you've got. If you've got it, take the photos, do photocopies, make sure they can read it. 3 forms of ID, bank statement, driving license, passport, all registration number, chassis number, engine number, VIN plate, little red logbook. You can't see what it is in there. I didn't know what it says. It's all in gobbledygook, it's all in Russian. So print it out. All they want to see is that it's got the numbers. Let me just see on the top there, where is it? Let me find the one with the numbers. Just give me a second. There you go. Chassis number. There it is. It's on the top of the farm. So make sure you send them everything. Don't skimp on it. It really is important. All I did was send it all off, no messing, put it all in, and send it a registered envelope. Don't be a tight bastard and skimp on it. Proper A4 sheet of A4 envelope, the brown one. take it to the post office, registered envelope, stick it all in. Don't send original documents, everything photocopied apart from this form. Make sure you fill it out. Print some of these off that I've got or whatever. You can go online, print some off, make a photo, make a rough draft of what it is you want to do, but just copy exactly what I've done. And there's no reason why you, as long as you've got the paperwork, the logbook and the registration number, they're big, you have to have them, otherwise you're filling a form out, you could send it off and they could say, well, it's already been registered this. You have to have documentary proof, even the address of the guy that I bought it off, I sent that to him. Everything's got to correspond. They want to give you your registration, so make a point of giving them the correct information. Otherwise, they'll send it back and say, we need this and we need this, we need verification. Otherwise, they'll say to you, no, we need to check the bike over, then you'll have to take it down there. You can't be doing with that. Fill the forms out, do that. At the end of this video, or underneath, you'll see the video, you'll see a little caption, and it'll say more information on my website. Click the link, go to the videos. On the video section, down at the bottom, there'll be a link. Go onto that. Read all these things that I've printed off. You can see all these in depth, all these photos. I've put them all on there. Then at the bottom, you'll see a little YouTube link. Click on that, and these two forms will be on there. And you can print them off and have a good look. But just do exactly what I've done, and I can't see you having a problem. Can't do any further than that. I wish you well. If you get your license back, if you get your registration back, come back on the website or on YouTube. Put a comment in the wow, my tongue's gone. Discussion section. Make a comment, say thanks, whatever it is. If it didn't work for you, fine. But I can't see any reason, if you just do exactly what I've done, you should get your registration plates. I sent mine off to a place over, I think it was in Horwich. Cost me £30, brand new registration plates, all in black with a silver lettering on, vintage plates. Hope this helps. You always give me some feedback. Take care, guys. See ya.